guys.
Hey, Vic.
Hi, Thick.
Hey, Vic. Yeah.
Man, I'm
Let's
glad
check
you're
out
here.
the hay,
That's right.
huh?
You're just being all weird. Love it.
All right,
Thank
tell us
God.
about Lawbreakers, Thick.
How'd you know I was going to tell you about Lawbreakers?
Because it's on the screen, fucker.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll tell you about Lawbreakers. So Lawbreakers is essentially an arena-based FPS with a large zero-gravity area in the middle of the map.
So thus the law breakers, the law of gravity.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like a police game.
No,
Is he right, Vic?
You have the law, and you have the breakers. Two separate, I guess, factions.
Oh.
You got the bad guys and good guys.
It's deep.
So it's not laws of nature?
Deep layered.
Well, they're breaking gravity, yeah. The law of gravity.
I'd like to see a game where they break all the laws of nature. Like
patient.
an object in motion does not tend to stay in motion in this map.
There's no friction anywhere.
No friction. Are you guys really good at video games?
No.
And you would suck at this, even if you're really good. It's fast. I'm a little bit above average, like 5'10". I didn't do well against the pros.
Well, yeah, you had to go to a capture event and play against like X Factor and those guys.
That's what we always do, and we
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
suck.
We always
Yeah.
get destroyed.
But at least when we're playing in Battlefield, I have some sort of a shot of doing well. But because this was a new game, that wasn't the case. But I did kind of find my jam in a certain game mode, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. First,
Hide in the corner mode.
hide in the corner, curl up in a ball and cry. I'm going to go over all the classes really, really quick because I think they do have some pretty cool classes with unique abilities. So first, we'll go over the Gunslinger. So he's got two guns, the Alpha and Omega. You got your Alpha, which is the pew pew. The Omega, which is precision pistol. You charge it up. You got to really, really have good aim with that.
man, yeah.
Because I couldn't hit anybody.
Yep, that's not for me.
You can warp up to 3 times in any direction. It's an ability like any that you have to wait for it to charge back up before you can use it again.
You can become a jump scare.
Yeah, tactical knife, blade used for scouting and weapons. Yeah, so you're able to see kind of like Hanzo has that in Overwatch with one of his arrows.
Gotcha.
And then you have the Equalizer, which is his ultimate, which he basically just barrages you with a bunch of bullets.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
So it's one character in that class?
There's actually 2 characters, so you have the Law and then the Breaker. So the bad guy
I
version
gotcha.
and the good guy version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see.
Next one's the Enforcer. I actually did fairly well with the Enforcer. This is kind of the all-around soldier, run and gun.
All right,
is basically what
gotcha.
it is. And he's got a shock pistol, automatic weapon, and then he's also got a distortion field, which basically boosts movement with not only you, but your team. So if your team's around you, you get a boost. You go
Right.
faster. The Bloodhound launcher, it's just a barrage of missiles.
Did you say Bloodhound launcher?
Yeah.
Bloodhound launcher.
Like a dog launcher?
It doesn't shoot
okay.
dogs.
Yeah, that would.
Now I would play that
That
game.
would set it apart.
It
Oh,
would.
yeah, exactly.
It
Yeah,
would.
that would intrigue me immediately. A dog cannon.
Puppy gun.
How about a game like this where just every gun fires an animal?
Well,
Kittens,
I would
dogs.
play
Hey,
it.
I'm
Quickly.
going over the
Okay.
classes.
All right,
This
guys,
is
talk
the-
about the classes, Thick.
This is the
so
juggernaut.
interesting.
All right, this guy's got a shotgun, and his kind of secondary is this impaling thing. This secondary was pretty cool. I
right.
got killed by this guy a lot. There was a YouTuber there named Bricky. Ricky. Really nice guy, but
Ricky Ticky
God, did
Tabby?
I hated him when I was playing against him.
This is the guy you want to try to use close quarter as much as possible.
Close
huh?
quarters,
Yeah.
and he is one of your tanks.
It'd be
Gotcha.
cool if
Yeah.
one of your special moves was you set up a TSA checkpoint.
Yeah, and everybody's
God,
annoyed how
slows
long it
everybody
takes.
down.
Yeah.
Guy's running at you. Always he got to take his shoes off, his belt, his keys, and then he comes through. But then you're waiting for him.
This motherfucker, the assassin, was cool as shit.
Okay.
He's got the grappling hook and these blades.
I like his
There was
grilling
one
tool.
guy
Oh,
there.
wow, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. Okay, that looks fun.
You could
that
traverse
really
the
does.
map really fast.
Yeah, so this guy is just, he can be all
It's a
over
ninja.
the place. Yeah.
So you get
Yeah.
around quick and you melee a lot.
He also has a shotgun.
Okay.
Energy shotgun with a burst and charge firing.
Oh,
mode. So you
goodness.
can like charge it up and get more damage out of it.
Shotgun Ninja, huh?
Yep.
All right, I
Yeah.
like Shotgun Ninja. He's my favorite character I've seen so
Shotgun Ninja.
far.
It's going to be your new favorite movie when it gets made.
I would love to see that movie. Shotgun Ninja?
Shotgun Ninja.
Fuck yeah, I want to see Shotgun Ninja.
We'll make the movie. So this guy's ultimate is a frenzy, damage attack, reveals enemies, and increases damage, and is also a life steal. So if you're slashing somebody, you're getting life from them.
Ooh.
But you can actually grapple onto other characters.
Ooh,
see that
I like
right
that.
there?
Yeah.
This was my guy.
The Titan?
The Titan. He's a tank.
Okay.
So with the Titan, you can actually blind fire to propel yourself through the air. This is really effective in 0G. So you'll actually be able to traverse the map with a slow character extremely fast.
I
Oh,
really-
so it launches you forward.
Launches you forward.
I like that
launches you
blind
up.
fire backward
Yeah.
feature.
And
That's
it also
that's
kills
unique.
whoever's behind you.
If it hits
Hurt
him,
him,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
He's got a grenade that slows people down. My favorite is his alt, which is Basically, the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Unlimited power, and I was frying
man.
people like crazy. This is where I did well.
Gotcha.
Battle Medic was also a pretty cool class because most medics, and when I think medics, I think of like Mercy in Overwatch, who's just sitting back there with a noodle behind everybody.
Mercy.
But this guy actually has a pretty cool grenade launcher.
Okay.
Actually, lady in this case. Jetpack, which you can kind of get above everybody.
Jetpacks are cool.
Rain down some
Grenades.
grenades and also
Limited
heal.
flight time.
You can also heal your teammates with drones.
I would guess.
But it,
Yeah.
it seemed like
Getting
people were
answers
getting
out of
healed
this guy.
too quick. The Battle Medic might be a little bit broken.
Well, the game's not out yet. So.
It's not. That's why they brought us in for feedback, and you know.
Did you tell him
we'll
the Battle
see.
Medic was broken?
I told him I was broken.
Did you tell him about the TSA thing?
Not yet, but I will.
The puppy gun?
Now,
Yeah.
now the dispense grid, that was kind of cool because it puts up a shield that heals your team.
Nice.
The Vanguard, God, I had such a stupid moment with this one. Oh my God.
All right. What's he do?
Got a Gatling gun. She also has sort of a force push
Okay.
and meteor shells, which is like a cluster grenade. Funny thing that happened to me, and Muggs was right there for it because I was going against him. I didn't know what her ult was. And it's Starfall. I figure you go up in the air and then you shoot rockets down, kind of like Farah from Overwatch.
Okay.
But that's not the case. So you go straight up in the air and you actually shoot yourself down, which I shot myself into the ocean off the map.
Nice.
Pretty good feeling when you hear an entire team laugh at you.
Oh, yes, it is.
That happens. Actually, a pretty good character. You can kind of sit back. I know there was one girl there, one streamer who was just kind of sitting back and lighting people up pretty good. Had I known a little bit more about this character going in, I probably would have done a little bit better. Not much.
And avoided the ocean.
Avoided the ocean.
Sometimes you need to take a dive.
And then they just released a new character called the Wraith. Very fast-moving character. Has a cool-ass knife that when you stab somebody, it sits there and eventually detonates and just blows them into bits.
It's like a sticky grenade.
Sticky knife grenade.
Yeah,
In
sticky
Halo.
knife. You can also throw the knife. Eventually, it will detonate. Or you can shoot it and detonate the knife itself.
Oh, it's like a C4 knife?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ooh, I like that.
Also has a almost like an MTAR. It's hard to burst fire with it because the rate of fire is so fast, but does this like slide jump thing, can bounce off walls. Very, very fast moving character. Kind of an in and out type of guy. Don't stay in one spot. And that's
Right.
the key to this game is like the floor's lava. Try to stay off the ground as much as possible.
Keep moving.
Yeah, the blind fire thing, there's a few characters that can use their guns to gain momentum to go across the map while in zero gravity.
I mean, I think what Overwatch does well and what draws a lot of people to that game is that all the characters kind of have names and backstories and things like that. Are they doing something similar with this one?
So just like in Overwatch, they're going to do like character skins, weapon skins, currency, and much like the loot crates in Overwatch, they're doing stash drops and Lawbreakers.
So, Thick, you're probably, out of all of us, the biggest Overwatch fan here.
Yes.
So what is your first impression on this game?
This game actually takes more skill to play.
Oh.
I got in Overwatch and did fairly well fairly quickly. And it seems like Hanzo, for instance, when you shoot somebody with one of his arrows,
Okay.
you figure if they're way across the map, it's going to take a lot of skill to hit them with an arrow across the map, but it feels like you're just shooting a beach ball at somebody because that hitbox seems too big for an arrow.
Gotcha. Whereas this, from what you played, this feels a lot more precise.
A lot more
So
precise.
is that what they're going
and it's
for?
faster.
Yeah, so they're going for the competitive gamer.
Right.
So if you're a competitive gamer, you want to keep your eye on this game potentially because this
And a-
might be a
and a
lot.
cokehead.
Really, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It's going to take a lot
If
of
you
cocaine.
do a lot of cocaine, you're gonna love this game.
Coke breakers.
So you drove to this event because it's crazy. There was a capture event in North Carolina.
Couple hours away.
That's
But-
unlikely.
Well, they offered to fly me out, but I didn't know until last minute that I was going to be able to go because I was kind of on the fence about going.
Yeah.
But I drove there, stayed at a loft in Raleigh,
Yeah,
North
Aloft,
Carolina.
yeah,
That place smells like unicorn's breath.
that place is great.
Saw some of our good friends there, Muggs, Ooh La La, Rival X Factor. Made some new friends like Bricky, a bearded red-headed fella named Scarfino who killed me often.
Doom was there, right?
Doom was there. There were a lot of other really, really good people there, but overall it was a good trip. Met a lot of good people. Guys at Boss Key are awesome, and gals. Certainly grateful that they brought me out.
So if you like what Thick had to say about Lawbreakers, check it out. Keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming out sometime.
And follow us on Twitter for possible beta codes.
Outside of food, I get